is Oscar Jarramillo. I'm a senior at school, obviously. I've been in school since freshman year, and I'm in the Sundays at Value. This is the agenda. Want to copy it down. The icebreaker. I want everybody to get up and give high fives to everybody in this room. Just give high fives.
He's angry at me.
Now, after you give a high five to everyone, get to know their names.
To know their name, fuck that shit. I don't know you, I don't want to know you. I ain't getting up and shit.
Dab me up.
That was good. Let's do it again.
Yeah. You're getting artist.
You serious? Oh, yeah.
I was going to do that.
I gave a high You would just chill up here.
I'm just going to continue. Alright, so I guess my academic reflection last cycle for English, I had an 85%, math 86, science 85. My strengths, I guess I'm a little open-minded and I like to debate for some reason. I always stick to one point. My ultimate goal this year is to graduate, that's my main goal, and to get my grades up. After high school, I want to go to college. It doesn't matter what college I go to, as long as I learn something, because whatever. What I want to be is a socio entrepreneur. I want to get involved with the community and do positive things. Oh, so my internship. I have an internship with the Future Project in New York City, the headquarters, and basically how I got my internship was I got an email from the CEO of the Future Project that he wanted me to intern with them, so I took the chance. Got to take them shots. On my first day, I was escorted by Dr. Santos, Dr. Sam, Ms. Crosby, and Eunice, the big picture director. And you can see a picture right there. Yeah, I got Ms. Crosby, Dr. Santos, and Eunice. And that day, on the first day, we went to Washington Square Park, and we did an activity there where we were asking people about their passion and what they love to do, and basically we inspired them to actually continue, whatever they like to do. And I don't know, everybody was friendly over there. They had a positive mind, and it's a nice environment to be in. One of my passions is to help people. I love helping people. I love being that hand to help people. And I want to be a positive leader, creating and leading a movement that will change the world. Because, we got a lot of things in this world that needs to be changed, and not a lot of people are stepping in. So, I want to be that person. One of the problems that we're facing now in Newark is that Newark has a negative image. For 3 years, Newark has been in the list of unfriendliest cities in the U.S. and across the world. And the first one was in 2013, which was the unfriendliest city in the world. And 2014, it was in the nation, and 2015, nation. And I take that, I don't like seeing that, because there's a lot of good things in Newark, and not a lot of people see it. And not only is it in the website, CNN highlighted it, Fox News, other news media, my purpose, I was born in Newark, and I have a problem when people talk bad about Newark, so that's one of my purpose. I had a wake-up call, and I'm trying to do a lot of positive things in life to actually, whatever. one thing I want to do is have pride in something I do, you know, because the things I used to do in the past, I never had pride in it, and now that I'm doing something, I want to have pride in it, and, you know, show it off to the world what I'm doing, and spread positivity, you know, spread love. So my ultimate product is going to be a film, a short documentary or a documentary highlighting the positive things that happen in Newark and what is people doing to actually get the good out of Newark. You know, since social media or the media, the news media, you know, they only highlight the negative things, I want to highlight the positive things, you know, that they do not show. Basically, the product is just gives people a better understanding of people's lives in Newark. You know, we all have a story to tell. You know, and I want to capture that and put it in a film, so everybody can get a better understanding why people do what they do, or give a reason. One of my learning goals is to learn Newark's history, so it can help me with my project. You know. And use literature to communicate in the film. Oh, and an LTI activity that I have, I want you guys to write something on paper. What should I incorporate in the film, to highlight the positive things in Newark? It could be anything, it could be a person. From you. From both. And you would something you should incorporate in your film? Yeah, something I should incorporate in the film, to show people something about Newark, what makes Newark Newark. Anything. And raise your hands when you're done, so I can pick it up.
Anybody else have a sticky note? Right here.
Alright, so I'm gonna continue, So for my next exhibition, hopefully I'm gonna have 50% of the film captured, because I'm trying to do an all year round documentary, not just a specific, season. And I'm gonna have a trailer, or a little commercial completed, so I can tease you out, give you a little something, spice. And so you have to spread my movement, Alright, reflection. So how am I different from the beginning of the school year? Basically, in the beginning of the school year, I didn't have school to go to. I was in limbo. So, the way I got back into school was I had to wake up at 6 o'clock and, wait for the principal so he could give the approval for me to go back to school. So, I was there, I had to talk to him, and I guess I'm here. And I promised him to do some work, a lot of work, and yeah, I guess that's it, you know, thank you, you know.
Feedback. Let's start with questions from the audience. Questions? Yep.
I didn't know about your milk crate story.
Yeah?
Your milk crate story, you should have got more into details with that. Why did you title it milk crate story?
I mean, because, you know, I got out my comfort zone that day. And how? Because I realized that things that, you know, if you really want something, you can't just sit down and expect it to come to you. You have to get out and, you know, go do it yourself. So, you know.
He's asking how was the milk?
The milk crate? Oh, the milk crate. So, you know, there was a supermarket right next to my house, and I saw the milk crate, and I was like, I'm not going to be standing up, you know, for like 2 hours waiting for Christmas, so I just took the milk crate.
And you put it there, you just said it.
That was cool. That was cool, too.
Listen, that's the key to success right there. Trying to start it up.
So right now you're focusing more on Newark, right? So like how to give Newark a better image and all that.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself in the future focusing on other cities or towns that might need that too, or do you want to stick primarily to Newark as of now?
Well, cities in poverty always have a negative image. For example, Camden, you know, Trent, and, you know, basically I'm start out with Newark first since I'm from Newark, and then from there on, you know, I guess spread the movement into other cities with, you know, that have poverty and, you know, things like that.
You used a very interesting word when you were talking about your LTI project. You said that you were interested in becoming a socio-entrepreneur. Can you please explain to the class what that means?
Well, what a social entrepreneur is, the way I see it, is, you know, somebody that I guess makes money but invests on the community, you know, gives back to the community. You know, there's a lot of people that make money but they keep it to themselves, and I don't want to be an entrepreneur just to keep it to myself. I'm gonna give back and, you know, give back to everybody because, you know, I guess growing up, you know, there was nothing out there available, so I want things to be available to the people growing up too, so they don't do the bad things I did, you know, stuff like that. That gives, I guess, Newark a negative image, you know. So, yeah.
Cool. More questions?
I'm sorry, you can give it.
Sure. So you mentioned that you want to change the image of Newark, right? So for what you're doing, have you heard this? Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. So what you're doing for yourself to change that image about Newark? Do you understand my question?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Yeah, yourself.
So-
to improve yourself.
What am I doing? What I'm doing for myself? Basically with the milk crate story, you know, I did something different. You know, I've never done something like that, and I guess, you know, me compared to last year, my attendance is a little better. You know, it could be better, and the way I'm thinking is way different. So, you know, I don't know. I'm just changing myself for the good. You know. Yeah. I think, did I answer your question?
I think he's asking, like, yourself, but also, like, in this project, what are the concrete steps that you're going to take?
Yes.
What are things you want to do to change the image of Newark? What can you actually physically do? It's good to have an idea about changing a perception, but you have to take action. I think that's what
Thank
Narcissus
you,
wants to know, what
Mr.
actions you're going to
Exactly.
take.
Basically, yeah, with the future project, you know, I guess present the project to them. Not only present it here, but to actually present it to more people. So then I could create a team and, you know, gather up ideas and then plan out, map out what's the next step we're gonna take. You know, it could be out in the streets, you know, doing that, doing some positive things, you know, things like that. And yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was kind of similar. I was gonna ask you where were you gonna start? Were you gonna start with like cleaning up the streets, or were you gonna start with recruiting? But you answered that.
Yeah. So my first step is to recruit people. And
Any other questions, students, questions? I haven't heard anything from the Frosh. Questions?